What is going on, everybody? We're back on Berserk Manga chapters 94 and 95. I think this will be Sunday's video. It looks like you guys are probably going to hit the like goal. What are we? This is around Friday at midnight, so you guys have about another 12 hours, and we are at 700 views and 130 likes, so 20 views in 12 hours. If you guys get it, you'll see this on Sunday. If not, you'll see this on Monday. Skull Knight's gone. Man dipped out, didn't tell us shit about shit. We didn't really get much information other than essentially him letting Guts know, hey, this is what you and Casker are going to deal with for the rest of your lives. They're always going to be coming after you. Best of luck. He didn't tell us, how to find Behelitz, anything that might signal an apostle, how to go after the God Hand, really anything. He didn't give us anything. And I wonder if that's because him himself doesn't know. He seems to be at the right place at the right time, so he's, and again, I don't know if he's kind of outside the Destiny loop, but he did make a lot of comments on like Destiny and just a lot of like, he was hinting at a lot. I don't know if he was doing, if he was saying those specific words on purpose, or it was just written that way to make you think like, is he talking about like predestined, and does Guts or Casca or anybody even have a choice or free will? I don't know. I got clarification from you guys that fetus that we did see was um, Guts and Casca's child that was infected, more or less from what Griffith did. And I'm just so curious to see, because this was the highlight of what we've been building up to. This eclipse moment, Griffith becoming a demon. We did the whole kind of Star Wars thing where like we got present timeline flashed back. Now we've got to like catch up. So now I don't really know what we're looking forward to, because in the present timeline, we just recently had an encounter with the entire God Hand. And according to what you guys have told me, I think it is the first encounter that we've had with them or Griffith since the day of the eclipse. So I don't know what Guts has really been doing in that time. Just going around attempting to get lucky and find apostles until we catch up with the current timeline, or is he a sword for hire? I don't know what he sets out to originally do. It looks like we've got some kind of like apostle hanging around this area. He got scent of our brand or whatever, so we'll see. Casca is that's going to take a long time, if ever. I hope they get to see each other again. He makes his way back around. But maybe spending enough time with Rickert and the little girl, she'll maybe start to open up. I TBD on that. And I guess that's about it. Was there anything else? Oh, I mean, he kind of hinted at a little bit of kind of like elves having healing factor, and kind of like elves used to live in this area, so it's very like lively, earthy area that demons won't come into. I don't know. Like I've been saying, you feel like if there's such an opposing force of darkness, there's got to be like you would think the world would just counteract it with an opposing force of light. Is that opposing force Skull Knight? Is that opposing force Guts? You feel like just the Earth would right itself, maybe. Or who's really pulling these Destiny strings? I don't know, but we'll see. Go ahead and get this playing. Get that turned up. Boom, boom, boom. That's looped and ready to go. You guys should be able to see my cursor. Mic is on. Recording. Boom. Alright, let's go ahead and get it. Chapter 94. I think they titled it The Slaying of Dragons. He Who Hunts Dragons. Alright. We'll see if this sword is of any use. Sacrifice, sacrifice. What the hell? Guts, it's everybody stay back. Urge to kill. My lucky day. The first one. Oh, bro. He's an itch for this shit. Blacking out any fear. Ooh. better panel than we've had. Okay. You think he just one-shots him? Just straight up one-shots. What? Just like go triple evolution 3? Oh no, we just didn't see his whole face. Thought he hulked up again. That's kind of a dope looking apostle. It's got like some Bowser look to it. Put him on his ass. This response, will it work? What in damnation is wild game? Nah, he ain't dead. Sacrifice, sacrifice. It's the first in my hunt. I mean, I guess we're kind of seeing it now. He's essentially, like, this is his life. This is his vow. I feel like he's found his purpose. Hopefully come across apostles and kill them. That's a start. And maybe you'll run into the god along the way. This sword, I can kill it. Oh wow, this is bad. I doubt it would nick no matter how many people he cut with it. But I didn't make that for cutting inhuman things. Yeah, the sword's doing good now, but I don't think it's going to keep up with this. Gotta go get that old meat cleaver in the back. I mean, it looks great. Oh, it broke. Yeah. Yeah, that's about what we expected. Can somebody go get us the, oh. Somebody get us the old, Dragon Slayer? Anybody got that on them? Help. Somebody help, please. I mean, he's damaged this thing a lot, and I think Wild was kind of the first encounter that we really got to see up close. Because we saw the count and everything too, but there was so much going on in that we didn't really know much as far as like, can they just regenerate? If this apostle here, which I'm guessing is what this is, if he kills Guts right now, let's just say he wins. Does this arm grow back? Does he have to feed on humans to grow that arm back? They regenerate at all? I don't know. He's saying food. Oh no, Guts. We've been through worse than this, that's for damn sure. I don't think so. If I'm gonna buy it in a place like this, then why the hell did I survive? Yeah. And you feel like, I wonder if Guts is starting to think of himself as destined for something. Even if he doesn't, you just gotta weigh what you've been through. Because he's over here saying, you know, if I survive that eclipse, you know, literally I'm not gonna go out to this rando dando. And even the Skull Knight mentioned something along those lines of like, oh, if he's able to survive that and that's what he's able to do, maybe there is a purpose for him. But maybe Guts doesn't believe that. Maybe he doesn't believe he's destined to be of something in this whole demonic thing. Maybe he just thinks, there's no shot I go through all that and I get taken out by this. Guts, your artificial hand, point it at that thing. Pull the metal part at the base. That'll fucking do it. Man, just lit off that rocket arm. Yeah, blow his damn brains out. Look at like the sadistic look in his face. Yeah, he's got a cannon in his arm. Yeah, he's got a rocket launcher just packed ready to go. You gotta be kidding me. Oh wow, that kickback. That kickback done blew his damn shoulder out. Oh shit, there he goes. Okay. So he lets that thing fly, and it looks like there's so much reverb, he got shot back up against the wall to the point that he sees the old Dragon Slayer. I mean, that reminds me of some like dial shit from One Piece. That kickback on that thing will throw out your damn arm. My shoulder, it's out of joint. Too much gunpowder. And then he sees it. He sees it. Yep, and there we go. The old damn Dragon Slayer took his ass out. take it. Hope this old man doesn't die anytime soon. And I wonder if you remember the first old man and the little girl that died. What was that in the first like 5 chapters? I wonder if it gave, because we saw it really like made him emotional. I don't remember how emotional he was, but it looked like he didn't just shrug it off. I wonder if it's because it reminded him of them, or that'll do it. You know what's wild is like this is just regular. There's nothing special to this blade, right? You know, there's no like demon material. This isn't some demon slayer shit where like we've got a special kind of ore or metal. Like it's just regular human crafted blade, correct? I mean, minus the size. Old man knows his shit. You held out. You held out on me, Godo. You got something much better suited to my fight. Oh yeah, he said nobody could wield it. You can wield it, that thing? You're just full of surprises. That's a damn good shot right there, though. I don't know what's better. This one, him splitting. I think the one him splitting, but this one's pretty good. And this is the first, because in the other chapters, I can't even remember the prequel stuff so much because we had so much Eclipse and build up and Guts backstory, but when he would rage during the build up to the Eclipse stuff, like he would just rage to just win, to do better. Now they're doing a way of, and I've compared it to this before, I think you guys can see my cursor, they're giving him almost this demonic apostle type joy to his rage, like the smirk in his face, and he's almost getting like enjoyment out of it, which, I mean, he's kind of semi-stated. This is like essentially what he thinks is his purpose right now. Erica, Guts right now, he's scared. Yeah, that's what we're saying. This is this is little not right, but even if Guts wasn't that person, can a person, like, you can ask you, like, even for yourself, can a person even go through what they just went through and still even mentally be the same? I feel like to survive that, like the Skull Knight said, you know, there has to be a reason. To survive that and just even continue to fight, something's either, he's either wired for something or or a wire is loose. Something is going on in here. Dragons are dragons because humans can't beat them. But we do. So what's a man who beats dragons? You're not going to say anything to Casca? Guts, listen. What I think is that maybe you should stay here. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to admit it. The Band of the Hawk, yeah. That's it. That's it. This is the Hawks right here. Us three. And I think it's safe to say, even if right now they wanted to, safe to say Casca's days, at least right now, I don't know what might happen to her a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. I mean, she's going to start falling out of her prime in a little bit, but even if they wanted to just like start it back up, it's just the two of them, that's it. I think Casca's fighting days are over given her mental state. But it's not cool, but to see Rickert just say it is, I mean, I feel like that officially closes the chapter on it. I know it sounds harsh, but instead of getting revenge for dead people, you should be with Casca now. It ain't over. Oh, he said it ain't over. The Band of the Hawk ain't gone yet. Not yet. We're still here. Okay. Is that what he wants? Does he want to go out there and avenge all his friends, kill all the God Hand, and start a band again? Like, start another group or what? This war ain't over. Take care of Casca. She's our leader, protector. I'm captain of the raiders, so I'll raid the enemy camp, right? Part of me thinks, now that I kind of see him speak on that a little bit more, part of me thinks he's not... I don't think he has any dreams or aspirations of, like, starting a new Hawk or, like, any kind of group again. I think it's just more of Guts picking up on social cues that Rickert might mentally need that. He might need to hear that, like, you know, it's not over. There's, as long as we're still alive, it's still here. You know, Casca's our leader, protector. I'm gonna do what I do. I don't know if he truly believes, like, you know, it can be something, but who knows? Revenge, war, maybe any reason was good enough, but one thing's for sure. Right now, there's some dismal rage inside of me, and that's all there is, supporting these 2 feet. It pushes me to walk onward. There he goes. Well, now that she's alive, I don't think, well, now that she's still alive, because I thought for sure she wasn't going to make it to the end of that eclipse. Now that she's still alive and they're both still alive, I don't think he's going to die out there somewhere fighting God Hands and not get a chance to see her again. I think they'll get a moment again. I don't know if he's going to defeat all the God Hands, get a future with her, and go on to live it like actual Casca, not this current mental state, but who knows. And I've been told that, because I asked you guys and you had the manga picked back up, there's been, what, 6 to 10 chapters released this year? Something like that? It's ways away for me, but I'm curious how close the story is to ending. Does it feel like it's there? Can you not even really tell if it... I don't know. On that day, the dead song hung over all nations. Lost Children chapter, the Black Swordsman once more. I was about to say, a lot of people must have saw that, right? Midland border region. Hey mom, what's that? Mom doesn't know either, but it's a bad omen. Let us pray. Hey mom, what's that? I wonder what happens to, do we ever catch back up with Charlotte? And what was her handmaiden's name? Anna and stuff? I don't know how she would get word of kind of what happened, and I think if Guts does run into her, just be easier to say that, you know, they're all dead. You know, Griffith's dead, we didn't make it. Because how could you even begin to explain what actually happened? They're the Holy Iron Chain Knights. Here we go with these names again. Why is the army of the Holy here? Hey, the Mother Pilgrim back there was quite the beauty. She your type, Vice Commander? Zahn? I'll bet she's a war widow. Find yourself Serpico? Precisely how do you regard this duty of apocalyptic inquiry? A miracle of our solemn and dreadful God is before your eyes, and you let them stray over a mere woman, you ungrateful dog. Oh, you're so uptight, awkward old man, are pitiful. This is why you're still single at your age. Is there an apostle in this group? Perhaps? That's none of your concern. I'm something of a clergyman. I have absolutely no intention of wedding. That's not fashionable these days. You too. Put an end to it. We're on a mission. What's the mission? Message. She got angry. It's your fault. Okay. What is it? We found it. Found it really at last? Oh shit. Damn. I never thought about like the aftermath cleanup. That there would be anything left. Damn. Hey, you're captain. Oh, you're certain. Unmistakenly as prophesized, the Red Lake has appeared. I don't think that's a red lake, I think it's just blood. Damn, that's gotta be a sight to walk up on, and none of this is animated, is I think everything that everybody's told me, whether it's the anime or the movies, nothing goes like past the eclipse. Which is kind of shit, because you want to, because like, damn, the eclipse could be something that's wildly animated, and then you're just gonna cut me off there. I can imagine that would be a. I mean, look at the heads and the corpses. No mistake, it surely is the Red Lake as prophecy foretold. To think that something like this would really appear. Oh dear Lord. Revelations say that when the sun dies 5 times, the Red Lake will appear to the west of the city with a name both new and old. It is proof that the 5th angel will alight. Where y'all getting these? Where are you getting this stuff from? I think we need to take a look at the book. The angel is the hawk of darkness, the master of the sinful black sheep, the king of the blind white sheep. You, the one who shall call down upon the world an age of darkness. Well, you're pretty close. Do we just have a 2-year time skip in the middle of a chapter? Okay. Okay. So much for thinking we'd catch up with like Charlotte or anything like that. Lately there ain't been nothing worth plundering, and now this rain. Looks like things are shriveling up in these parts. Only goods we caught this scrawny kid wandering the forest. Well, even so, she'll be worth something when we sell her off. Oh sheesh, he likes her. Someone want to stop this? Anybody want to stop this? Cool, pathetic. That's pathetic, man. By the way, you know about this tree? What about it? Long time ago, heretics who believed in the forest spirits lived around here. It said they'd stake people's intestines to a tree, make them walk around it once. It was a ritual of sacrifice. Okay. Is this our... This isn't Guts' birth tree, is it? I don't know. This tree's one of them. This one? Hey, lay off the bad jokes. This place is creepy enough already. Think it's a joke? Look. Okay. Look real close at all the bumps. Don't they look like human faces? A little bit. I bet those are the faces of the people who got nailed to this tree. Enough already. Hey, get up, bitch. I'll do it. Hey, Dig, what are you doing? Ain't it obvious? Let's try it. The ritual thing. Oh. Forget about it. We gotta sell her. We can just snatch another woman. Besides, I want to see if she can really walk around a tree, even once with her guts nailed to it. Guts, you're gonna come stop this, right? That boy's sick in the head. Leave the fool be. Don't move, or this'll hurt. Anybody? Anybody? What the? Who's there? What you trying to pull? What now? Get your ass out here. There he is. The man himself. Was he just sitting there the whole time? Forest ghost. So Guts is like clearly in his 20s now, right? I think. I had some people tell me he was like 19 at the end of the eclipse, which seemed wild to me. Absolutely wild. Can't even catch a wink. Hey, how long you been there, bastard? Since long before you all started jabbering. You made a fool of me. No, I didn't. Don't screw with me, man. You could always drag out your bowels instead of the girls. Bro, do you even want this smoke at all? Oh, shit. Well, we just slit that man's tongue off. Never mind that. Was that story true? About this tree, staking intestines and all that? Sure, so what of it? You gonna join the club? This sucks, I can't believe I got out of the rain under something like this. No sleep's making me stupid. Hey, this is none of my business. But you best get out of here now. Oh, the demons are gonna come out soon, no? You don't want to die. That's the last thing I expected from this fool. Don't you realize the position you're in now? Guys, please stop. They don't know any better. What can you do? That's too bad how you made my buddy bleed. You won't get away with it. Well, I'll give you one chance. Leave all your arms and goods and split. Alright guys, you don't have to do this. Move or your head gets smashed. Wow, man got hit with that robotic uppercut. But one arm's all I've got, sorry. Fake arm, made of iron? You got quite the rarity there, pal. We'll be taking it along with your life. Guys, I just dotted 2 of you. Why are we doing this? Wait. You begging because it's way too late? Yeah, looks like you're right. Yeah. Yeah, it's demon time, guys. They're gonna come busting out of that tree. Yeah. It is too late. This is like a Halloween shot right here. Sorry, guys. Kid, run. Oh, they're dead. Brains, eyes, all of it. The trees over here coming alive and shit? What am I looking at? Run, monster. That'd have been a dope animated shot right here. That blade coming right across that kid's head. Hopefully we handle this tree. Which I think we do. Now it's really too wet for firewood. It was much too big to be... Now we're getting this again. It was much too big to be called a sword. Massive, thick, heavy, and far too rough. Indeed, it was like a slab of raw iron. Alright, that ends up being it. I guess it's safe to say we did just have like a 2-year time skip, no? I mean, the shit straight up said 2 years late. What was the exact words? Come on. 2 years later. It looks like we're 2 years post-eclipse. I don't know kind of where he is as far as like in the world. Is he remotely close to Midland? Kind of like how's all that going? I don't really know. And again, now I kind of feel like we're in the waiting game of the story. Simply because unless Guts gains any information along the way, but I don't think he would gain any information along the way because I feel like we would have gotten that with we would have gotten that in the prologue chapters. I'm curious how many chapters we have here until we catch up, because I don't know how many years it's been post-eclipse. That when we saw Griffith before we came back to do the whole story, I don't know how much time has been between us seeing Griffith and like this chapter right here. When it said 2-year time skip, now how many years are we away from running into Griffith again? Within the same years? At another 2 years? I'm not particularly sure on all that. So now I kind of feel like there's now that there's nothing to build up to, I have no idea where the direction of the story is going. I hope we don't spend too long. Well, I guess I would like to see a little bit of kind of like what he runs into. But I also just want to, like, because we're going to be in the, we get to 95. By the end of next week, we're going to be into the 100. So not saying the story is close to done, but we're making some ground. And I'm curious, I don't know, I know the manga continued, but I think a lot of people said if the manga had never came back, it kind of ended in a decent spot. So for people to say that kind of makes me think, like, does he defeat them? I don't know. I don't know if he just wins or what happens. we've been building, what was that, 80 something chapters? Well, not 80, because when we were getting kid guts, we didn't know we were building to the eclipse, but we have been waiting for Griffith's moment since the moment we got introduced to him, so we are talking like 70 something chapters that we've been building to that moment of him going to the dark side. And it was building, and we finally came down off the roller coaster. Now the roller coaster's like pulling back in to the station, so now I don't know kind of what to look forward to. So I guess we'll just kind of have to wait and see for that. And did we get clarification? I feel like I wanted to ask this again. Is there a purpose for the apostles to feed? Do they feed on a regular basis? Number one. Number two, do they need to feed? I guess that should be the first question. Do they need to feed in any way, shape, or form? Or like Zod and Wild? Like, is it something that keeps them going? Like, is it an actual need? I don't know. And then I'm curious with the eclipse part. If the answer is no, apostles don't need to feed, they don't get anything out of like taking human souls to extend their lives. Like once you're an apostle, you could essentially live forever. You don't have to feed. Like you can kill humans, but as far as you actually ingesting, there's nothing about that. So if that's the case, that there is no reason, like they don't feed, they're not vampires, they don't have to keep eating to, you know, extend life. If that is the case, then I guess the answer for them feeding during the eclipse is just, they're just doing that to collect the sacrifices, no? That would be how I look at it. The apostles are there to collect the sacrifices that are being sacrificed. They don't get anything out of it. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea what goes into the whole like I don't know what's involved in the whole apostle cycle of like, can they just live? Do they need to feed? What's their purpose type thing? And I don't know what the purpose for them is. I don't know what the purpose for the God Hand is. I don't know what the purpose of anything is. Because is it just to like take over? But like they don't run. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's not like it's a. I don't even know how to describe it. It's not like it's a Hunter x Hunter or Attack on Titan situation where like, or Wizard of Oz thing where you get to the end of it and you pull back the curtain, you're like, holy shit, every major power in the world is an apostle, you know, every king and queen. But then it's like, for what reason? It's like, why would they need to take over the world? Like, who were they fighting against? I don't know. I don't know the purpose or how demons became to be or why demons became to be. Like, what do you need to amass so many apostles for? And then are all apostles specifically chosen by destiny? Or is it if you just happen to luck into a behelit during hard times, you're gonna have the choice to get the choice to choose? Because there were so many. Why were there so many? What's the purpose for the numbers? If you're not building an army for anything, they're just numbers for no. I don't know. We're asking a lot of questions that maybe I do and don't get the answers to later on. I'll just kind of leave it there and see how it goes. Appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, subscribe as always.